Am I the only person that is sitting in their car right now after being in the grocery store and just realizing that the math is not mathing no matter what you do? No matter what I cut, no matter what I put back, no matter what I do for cooking from scratch, like I can't cut anymore. For the last 3 years, prices, my electricity is going up, my insurances go up, the taxes are going up, the cost of everything's going up. I'm paying $10 for like a week's worth of toilet paper, generic toilet paper. How are we supposed to do this? The income isn't going up, right? I've been managing over the last 3 years to just cut corners. But when you run out of corners to cut, you're out of corners to cut, I guess. And, it was sort of a rhetorical question because I know that a lot of you are also sitting, staring despondently in your cars after being in the grocery store because you can't make it work. And you can't make the rent work, and you can't make the mortgage work, and you can't make the car payment work, and you can't make the insurance work, and you can't make the electric bill work, and you can't make the fuel bill work, and you can't make the gas work. And I don't know really where this rant was going. Help.
I am afraid. I'm not even gonna lie. I am afraid of not being able to pay my rent. The electric is going up in the state I live in. Gas, car insurance, medical insurance doubled. I am responsible for providing a roof over my grandkids' head. I don't know how I even got in this situation. How did I even get here? My landlord told me straight up, I'm raising your rent every single year. It's going to get to the point that I can't even pay it because I'm having a hard time paying it now. I cannot believe I'm even 53 years old saying this. Like, I was never afraid when I was younger at all, raising 2 kids all by myself financially, ever. I'm a grown-ass woman, and I am so afraid. It keeps me up at night sometimes. If I didn't have other people depending on me, I would not be afraid. I could just go anywhere.
It's great living in America. Unless you're a fucking American. If you're a bank, though, you are thriving while the rest of us are just trying to fucking survive. I just came across a video saying that banks are at an all-time high. Like, their expectations have blown through the roof of what their profit margins were going to be. You want to know why? They are fucking thriving because America is fucking starving to live. At least 95% of Americans right now are literally surviving off credit cards, off loans in general. And banks are eating that shit up over the high interest rates. We're fighting for our lives over here. You want to know what the American dream is like? Let me tell you. Every day I wake up hoping today is the last day on earth. I'm tired of it here. The American household, on average, is $80,000 in debt. And that's just credit cards and like auto loans. Maybe even some student loans thrown in there. But that's not even including your mortgage. That's just fucking credit card debt. And right now, banks are eating that interest rate up while we're all surviving. You mean to tell me that the average American goes to their mind-sucking job, works 8 to 12 hours to have everything deducted, have nothing left to live on, and we're forced to put food on the table by using credit cards? Picture this, right? You go to college. You get yourself in hundreds of thousands of student loan debt. You are one of the 5% of college graduates to get your job in the field you got your degree in, right? You get everything garnished from your wages because the increase on living and everything around you has gone up, but your pay has stayed the same. But then you also get taxes taken out. We get fucking taxed just to breathe, people. We get taxed on owning shit. We get taxed on working. We get taxed on just living, okay? Then you got health insurance. That's a fucking joke and a whole video within itself. But basically, the average American pays anywhere between $300 and $1,000 a month for fucking health insurance. Basically, you're paying just to say, I have health insurance. But then when you go to use health insurance, you have co-pays and deductibles, and they don't cover nothing until you've met your deductible. The fuck you mean? Why am I paying you $1,000 a month to have health insurance when I'm still paying more just to fucking use it? I digress. Then you have everything like retirement, 401 taken out. Okay, great. You're gonna work 30 to 40 fucking years of your prime so that when you get to retirement age, we're gonna give you monthly stipends back just so you can afford to live without a job. Meanwhile, like 80% of senior citizens that are retired now are working at fucking Lowe's at the age of 87 because they can't survive just on their retirement. That's just a prime example. We're all struggling to keep our heads above water because we don't earn enough money. After everything gets taken out, we are now forced to pay super high interest rates on everything we own. Even stuff that's paid off, we're still paying interest on. How does that make any fucking sense? But you're sitting there, the American family, the average American fucking family is no longer middle class. You're either fucking poor or rich. The rich is making money off the poor because the poor can't afford to have 2 fucking jobs, full-time jobs, and still be able to take care of their families and have enough money at the end of the day to put food on the table. Hence why we are forced to live on credit card debt. And y'all are just going to keep jacking up the prices that we're never going to be able to afford to pay off. Because unfortunately, Dave Ramsey, the average American person has nothing left after their paychecks come in and they pay their bills and they buy groceries. They have nothing left to save. So you're sitting there with $20 fucking to your name for 2 weeks until the next payday. And that's if you're lucky. There's some people that are in the red right now. They are working their asses off and they can't even pay all their bills on time. And they're trying to decide, do you want to keep the light on this month or the fucking water? No, living is just a luxury. I can't afford to put braces on my kids right now. That's a fucking luxury. Going out to eat, that's a luxury. Putting new tires on my van, that's a new luxury. My van's paid off, okay? Oh, there's a chipmunk. Oh, ADHD there, sorry. No, for real, guys, look, there's a chipmunk on my husband's tire. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. His name's Flash because he's really fast and he's red. What's up, buddy? Bottom line, living in America fucking sucks. The American dream is dead. It's a nightmare. Every day we wake up and we're saying, God, are you coming back today? Because I can't handle this anymore. And if you are a family with kids, you might as well be done. You're never going to. We're never going to get out of debt, you guys. We're never going to get our shit paid off. We're never going to live a life of luxury and comfort ever again. I'm done. I'm done. We're never going to get our shit paid off. We're never going to live a life of luxury. I'm done.
Hey, Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rabakah HaKodash. Double honor to all the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, love, and blessings to the brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make it cause for sure. I'm thy fellow labor Kanakla, coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashmi Shai's lessons edifying and also exhorting. Now, you saw that video opened up with, man, call halal Yahweh Bashmi Shai. And, she's speaking what most people are going through. And then even us in the ministry are going through. All right. But what gives us that comfort, as the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What gives us that comfort is knowing why things are as they is. All right. Revelation 13:16. And he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. And that mark, in order for them to put that technology inside of you, that either it's RFID or NFC, basically that chip that will be able to communicate with his systems or his servers. All right. In order for them to put that device inside of you, you have to be marked first, meaning a cutting of the skin or your skin has to be scratched. All right, for them to implant that device underneath your skin. So that's why he said, John saw that they were receiving a mark. Yeah, your skin had to be marked first. And then the technology and the device, everything that comes with it, all right, is inserted inside of you. All right, in their right hands or in their foreheads. And this is happening and it's been happening. It's just that, it hasn't been made mandatory. All right. But the point is, and he calls it, when you watch that video, right, he calls it. That's why, we going through these things too, as I said. Shit's getting tight. We going through the same things. But this is him causing, right? People are stressed out. She waiting for the Most High to come back. You know what I mean? And if she ain't right, You know, she ain't an Israelite, which we don't, we know Israelites not according to color. All right. But if she ain't right, that scripture say, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. She ain't gonna make it. She waiting on the Most High to come back. But if she ain't a part of elect, what has she done? Right? Again, we here at GMS, we know not all white people that look white like white people are Edomites. She could be Israelite, but what has she done? All right, woe unto you who desire the day of the Lord. Okay, but this is the part of that causing everybody's stressed out. It says in Matthew the 24th chapter, perplexed. All right, perplexity mean to be without resources. Okay, and matter of fact, I have to get that verse because that's it, man. All right, let's see. Let's get it real fast. Salakia, bear with me. I didn't really have this one. Let's see if we can probably Google it so I won't waste so much time looking for it. Perplexed. Or I think it might be perplexity. It might be perplexity. Searching for the NLT. Let's try the KJV. Perplexity. Alright, so it's not perplexity. Let's try perplexed. Alright, perplexed. Let's see. It might be spelling it wrong. I might spell it. It might have spelled it different. Let's see. Salakia, bear with me. Let's see. I might have went right past it. Bear with me, Salakia. Alright, it says, matter of fact, let's just prompt us to read this. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And I know I'm going to be like, shit, when I run across this. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, the persecution, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And that's why, you see things are getting the way they are. Nobody want to do business with nobody. Everybody want to stay in their own lane. Because people tired of being burnt, man. All right. People always trying to get over on other people. That's why the title of this lesson was said, when the wicked bear rule, pursuing the Proverbs, the 29th chapter. All right. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what's happening. Because like she was talking about the banks, the people at the top, they charging you interest, which according to the scriptures, that's called usury, which is wicked. All right. It's unlawful. Okay. So now you don't have the money to pay back the people you owe. All right. So now what? You in a position that puts you in a desperate situation. So now you looking to get over on somebody just so you can get your head above water. And it's a cycle. It's just passed on. All right. That's why iniquity shall obey, man. It's going to get bad out here. All right. It says, but he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. All right. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And again, That word perplexed. I don't know what. It might be in Luke. So like I didn't have this one planned up, and it's usually like one you just easily come across because we go through it a lot. But it's escaping me at the moment. You know, that happens. Let's see if this word in this verse brings it up. Salakia. Yeah, so it's the same word. It's not the scripture I'm looking for, but I know I'm gonna be upset with myself.
Strong's G 639.
It's a scripture
Apareo.
we go across often.
Apareo.
But the Greek word is
Strong's G 639. Apareo.
apareo. It says to be without resources, to be in straits. And this is key. To be without resources. So the Lord said in the last days, people will be perplexed without resources. Like the one chick in the beginning, what she said, she done cut so many corners, there's no more to cut, right? Because usually you able to think your way out of it. Oh, I'm gonna cut corners here, cut corners there, cut spending here, cut back on spending here, cut back on going out to eat, cut back on certain subscriptions, cut back on having fun. You know, basically cut back on the mirth. All right, but like she said, she is no more cutting back. All right, she's finished. She's finished, man. Hey, and again, we going through this shit too. But we understand that this leads to prophecy, man. All right, to be without resources, to be in straits, so to be in difficult times, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed, and this is embarrassing. This is shameful. You got to come to the World Wide Web and basically confess how you threw out here, how you don't got it. That's embarrassing, man. But that's majority of the people, to be in doubt. And what she said, the second one, she said that she's scared because she got kids. She's in doubt on how she gonna pay her rent. You know, that it may be 1 month she not gonna be able to pay her rent. Okay, but all of this leads to prophecy, man. That's why I opened up with that Revelation 13:6, because that's going to be the solution to it all. As we see, last week Donald Trump just signed for the stable coin. All right, the digital currency, the dollar be backed by digital currency. All right. So see, we're marking their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he hath the mark or the name of the beast, or the name of the beast, or the name of his name. So buying or selling. So they're being put in this situation, being squeezed like this. So when this opportunity of salvation, of financial freedom presents itself by the way it is chip, these people are primed. They're gonna be prime ready. Look, they ready to explode. They're looking for help. They're desperate. That chip is made mandatory or is presented, and this will take away all your financial problems and stuff. You know, this will relieve you of some of that stress of that 9 to 5 and your wages being garnished and all this so on and so forth. People gonna take that, right? And again, like I said, we in the midst of this. We are in the midst of this. Let's get that real fast. This is Jeremiah 30 verse 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, all right, the elect, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, we in the midst of this. We go through the same things. All right, shit's tight. Absolutely. But we not in the one thing I can say, we not in the spirit of mirth. So cutting back on certain things, on being a part of this world and having fun, we already done that. The scriptures say with food, roughly paraphrasing, food, raiment, basically, in the house to cover your shame, be content. right? The problem is why they so stressed and upset because their dream, what she said, American dream is over. That dream of joy, that mirth is gone. That's why it's hitting her so heavy. Okay? But we shall be saved out of. So we in the midst of this. Which is why, again, we know what this is leading to. Right? So I'm going to get this in Revelation 3:10. Because this devil thinking he prepping us for this shit too. The elect, nah. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. So this is that hour of temptation we're approaching. All right. Where these people about to be tried. And a lot of them going to fail because they already ready. Now, throw this in the midst of a polycrisis, a tea attack, a famine. They already ready now to throw in the towel. You know, they see no way out. So you know these people are going to be ready, man. But the Lord say, I will keep thee. So we know, so that's what gives us the comfort. We know why this is happening. We know that this devil is only putting a squeeze on the people just to lead them like a snake. Keep tightening the grip until he take life out of you and he swallows you whole. So that's what he's doing to the majority of the people. All right. But we have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Just watching the elders, apostles. All right. Their camp. He said, Elder Gabar was going to, how you're not going to be able to survive without that ship. And El Tahar said that that's where the faith comes in at. That's where the testing is going to come. But Yahushai said, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So you can see how this is going to be very tempting to take that chip, because people want to eat, man. People want their lives to be comfortable. They're finished. All right? So call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.